All right, hello. So today we are going to give Zeke another bath. I think the last time we saw you, we gave him a bath. Today we're putting him on the cross ties. I've unhooked here, so if anything does happen, it's a quick slide off. If he does get up nervous or upset, but he's been really good here. But his rain rod, I was hoping was going to dry out just because we're so dry right now. I was hoping on its own with shedding and drying out that it was going to get better, but if you see here, you can see some that's spreading a little, and on the other side it's actually worse. I think because what's happening is even though it's dry, he's sweating during the day, and he is still shedding. As you can see how much hair is coming off. And then he rolls and he just kind of packs it in and makes it worse. But he's definitely got some here on his rear. So you can see how this stuff, it starts to create it's a bacteria or a fungus, could be either, could be both. And so as you see this starts to shed the hair from the irritation on the skin. It's got it on his back, both rear. So today, I couldn't find the one I wanted, but I did find this, so hopefully this will be good. It's a fungusol shampoo. It helps treat fungal and bacterial skin conditions on animals. It's got some tea tree oil in it. Once we get this, any bacteria or fungus killed, it should start drying up and dying. I'm also going to put a little bit of this povidone iodine. I usually like to use the iodine shampoo, but I could not find it. The iodine shampoo has always worked really well in the past. So I'm going to try to put some of this on it and let it sit and see how it goes. But in order to do this, you want to start with getting them wet so we can suds them up. So now I'm just going to get Zeke all wet so I can get a lather going and let this shampoo is going to have to sit on him. It says 20 minutes. I don't know if he's going to have the patience for that, but as long as I do this a couple times a week, it should be fine. If maybe even if I can get 10 minutes on him and with him standing nice and still like this, then I'll be happy. So this has kind of slowed us down. We did have the saddle on him the other day. He did really well, just leaving it on, walking him around here, but we definitely can't even try to ride him with this because it could irritate. The saddle sits right here, so this part, not back there wouldn't be bothered, but this part here on both sides could get irritated from the rubbing of the saddle. So I'm going to get them all wet and then get them cleaned up, and then this should take, it could take like a couple weeks to a month, depending on how well he lets me put this stuff on them and let it sit. But then it should be clearing up within a few weeks, I'd say. So we got to be very careful because as he's backing up, he's going to get himself on a pressure, which we don't want. We want him to softly stay soft where this is soft on him. That's kind of key. As we've got him, I got to keep my eye on him to make sure that he's not backing himself up, and then he'll get himself in a tight pressure here, which can then cause a horse to have a reaction. And right now, he's got some flies. The Florida's warming up, so we're getting some flies coming back to the barn. We'll have to start our fly treatment soon. So that's what we're doing. Just get them all wet and put it on them. Let it sit. I know, buddy. I'll get you some fly spray for your face, because I'm not going to do his face. It's going to hold still. Come on. There you go. Come on. I see you don't like flies. Come here, baby. Come here. Oh, that feels better, right? Oh, he's got an itchy face. So Zeke has a old eye injury. As you can see, the bottom of his eye here, his eyelid, just a little old injury. But in the summer, sometimes with pollen and things, it can water. And so when the eyes water, the flies love it. We do keep a fly mask on him. In fact, I'm switching his fly mask. I'm getting him one that's more like a visor mask, so that it doesn't even sit on his face. It's got a large brim that goes around and keeps even the flies away, as well as what's nice about it is the fly mask that I have now kind of sits close to the eye. It's just like a little mesh that goes over. And so when his eye waters, it makes the fly mask wet. And when that happens, the flies then get even more attracted to the fly mask because now the wet eye area causes an issue. So I'm getting him one that's not even going to allow the eye to touch it, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, bet you this has a thing on it. Here, Zeke. Let's hope my nails are strong enough now that they're wet. I know, buddy. Let me see. See, they like going for the eyes, and that itches them. Flies are one of the problem things with horses because they can cause immune reactions. And they get things called summer sores, as you saw Benny had. They get irritations on the skin. So we do our best to keep them down with traps, fly spray, masks, sheets, all sorts of things, because it really can make it very irritable for the horses to deal with, and for us to try to treat any problems that arise from them. So I'm going to do his whole body, but I want to start here where it's worse, because this does say to sit 20 minutes, and we don't want him to get too problems waiting. I'm going to try to lift some of this hair and get it up and under. Make sure it makes good contact with the skin. And make that feel better, buddy. I know. Okay, do you mind going to get him some fly spray for his face? All right, so wait, don't waste it now. Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. All right, so Victoria's gonna put the fly spray on for him. He's pretty good about it. And we put it on the hands first, and then rub it on the face, only if she can reach it. I might have to help her. Because I don't like spraying it. You don't want to get in their eyes, it will hurt. So for their face, you have to spray your hand and then put it on. It's the best way I found to do it without spraying it in their eyes. There's the hose right there. A little bit, that's all right.
So, Mom, I think I'm going to put the clear hook stuff on the Okay?
Okay.
And I braided his tail.
Good. Oh, that looks cute. It's cute, but I don't have much of the flies. So you see, now that I started early, I put it where he needs it the most first. It's been some time. That helps pass the time a little bit. Now I'm going to kind of make sure I rub it in very well. Now, hopefully this is a good brand. I think it is. But I know the betadine when I've done this before. I've never had Zeke get it this bad before, but he's had it before. I've had other horses before. I know the betadine shampoo, the medicated betadine, works really well. Clears it up pretty quick, so that feels good. Yes, it does, doesn't it? It feels good, huh? All right. So probably what I'm going to do, I think it's only been maybe 7-8 minutes. Stay forward, buddy. I'll let him eat some grass while it sits, and then I'll bring him back here. It's another way to help him learn his patience as well. You can come out here, eat some grass, realize, oh, I can stand good because I won't be here forever. Right, Seekers? See if I can help reach you a little higher. Yeah, some horses, they're not used to this. Ours have always been pretty used to the fly spray, but it could bother them. But Zeke's pretty good. He's used to it. Right, buddy? So I'm going to let that sit another 10 minutes. And then we'll bring them back on here in just a little bit to rinse them off. And put his other medicine on. He was such a good boy. Yes, he's going to get some grass now. I'm going to hook that back up. Go get some grass while you wait. He said, somebody forgot to rinse him. If I feel like it gets too dry, I'll reapply it too, but it's pretty lathery. You might need to wait for me for that later. Go back up here. All right, Noble, it's all right. All right, let's rinse off these. Now put the other medicine. Noble, Noble. Rinse it off. How does it feel? Feel good? Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. Now we're just going to rinse it all off. Hopefully it's done its job. As you can see, Zeke still probably has a lot of his winter coat, even though it's no, I know. It's getting definitely very warm. One option we can do is to shave him to help him get rid of it faster. But one, we're not sure how well Zeke will stand with the noise, if he'll be okay with it, because he's never been shaved since I know of. And two, we don't want to do it with this on right now. You definitely wouldn't want to shave against that irritation in the skin. But of course, if his hair was shorter, it would be a little easier to treat, because when it comes to this, the wet hair just keeps him wetter longer. I mean, the longer hair keeps him wet longer. It doesn't dry as quick. But when we put him in the stall, we have fans on him. We'll squeegee him off. But we also have fans and things that's going to help. Oh, sorry, buddy. You got cold? That was a little too strong, huh? Let's go a little softer on the butt area. Maybe it felt cold going down his tail area. Yeah, how's that? Zeke, that's the second time I've seen Zeke do this. I think he just gets very sensitive in his back area. Last time I was spraying under, and when he did it, I thought it just was too much pressure, but it could be pressure with a little sensitivity to the cold as it comes down. So I'll make sure that he has it softer. like it hit a little nerve there, huh? Zeke. So you can pretty much just keep rinsing until you see no more lather come down. And you can feel it as well. But a lot of this rinsing, the extra I'm doing too, is because I'm trying, you can see when I do my hand, a lot of hair is still coming off. Getting stuck in his tail even. And Zeke is definitely like most horses. He goes out to the barn. Hold still. He goes, out to the pasture wet. He is going to roll. He's going to roll even if he doesn't go out wet. But he loves to lay and roll during the day. So he always comes in pretty dirty. It's probably where he got this even more prone. All right, one more side, Zeke. So their hair here actually goes up. Kind of hard to see when it's wet, but it actually goes up and back, up and forward a little. So you got to be careful to make sure you get that area so the hair and the soap don't stick there. And there's a lot of areas to miss. If you realize, if you have any dogs and you realize when you rinse them, you forget, oh, I feel them, they got more soap under their belly. It's even more with horses. You definitely have to check the creases and the cracks, the underneath, because it's a much bigger surface. How's he? He likes the bath, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Zeke was from a rescue when I got him originally. He was, we believe, 7 or 8 years old. We weren't 100% sure, but he had never been weaned from his mother, which means he never learned to be without his mother, which at that age is very old for a horse to still be with their mother. So he was very codependent. He learned some very codependent habits. That's why he's so barn sour with Angel, or buddy sour, I mean. But also with that, he's a very sweet horse. But because of his buddy sour, you just have to be careful because he does get very codependent. But he has turned into a really good horse. I had him with a trainer who once told me he wasn't sure if he was ever going to be able to be ridden because he just was not really being responsive to training. But he got a breakthrough, and Zeke became a really good horse. But I took a long break with school and kids. I didn't really keep up with riding because we were in different locations, and Zeke wasn't with us through school and stuff. So even though he's been ridden, it's been a long time. So that's why we're trying to get him back into the program a little of riding. And obviously he's gotten older, so there's some things we got to take care of first. Make sure his skin's back, his hooves were back to good shape. And that's what we're trying to do here. And then I believe Zeke will be really good to get on him for the first time in a long time. But we have to get him there first. And this rain rot's not helping. Yeah, you can see this side's definitely, it's very rough here. When I run my hand across it, definitely feels very rough there. Okay, almost done. Just get the legs. Hold still. I know, you're being a good boy. You are. You like attention. He loves attention. He's definitely one who loves attention, and he bonds really well with the person who's working with him because he loves it. I believe before I had him, he was kind of left in the pasture. And from stories I heard from people I found later who knew him and his mom were just kind of unruly out there in the pasture, and they would leave him and just throw hay at him from over the fence. Nobody would go in with them. But you can see through love and attention and care that these guys can really change and learn to appreciate it and become a good companion, right? It's my buddy. So now this is a little squeegee we do. Squeegee off as much water as we can get off. They don't necessarily like it either. That's why they roll when they feel all the dripping. They roll in the dirt to get themselves dry, but he's going to go in the stall. So we're going to get all this off. And then after that, I'm going to put that medicine on. And it says to put it on wet and let it kind of dry and sit there. Hopefully I'll just have to put this medicine on once. It should be the only time I have to do that, besides, you know, I could do the shampooing and stuff. But I'd like to probably just have to put this on once. See how he does with it. So I'm just going to get this a little wet. And then I'm going to find his areas. You can see it's just like betadine a little bit. Just going to rub it over here. And that should take care of killing it. And then it'll be a matter of, I'll use the shampoo just to double check and make sure. But see how it goes and then let it heal. I tried another medicine, but it didn't work. I think this is going to be the solution to getting this healed. Just like when you have a surgery, similar betadine, but this one's a little less irritating to the skin than iodine just sitting on your skin can be. So we want Zekers to feel all better, right, buddy? Okay, so that's it. We're going to put him in the fan in his stall. Let him dry. He'll dry pretty quickly with those fans. Only takes about 30 minutes. I saw the other day he was dry within 30 minutes. And he'll be feeling much better. He gets his hay now, right, buddy? Get you some treats for being such a good boy. Yes, he was. He was such a good boy. All right, so thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed and learned something about the types of skin conditions they can get and how to treat them. And we'll keep you updated on his progress. We'll make sure you can see how it looks. Maybe in like a week, see how it does. We'll do it weekly, do an update on you guys, just to see if we can see improvement from week to week. So thanks for watching. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you see anything else you want to learn about. And we'll try to do our best to give you the information you're looking for.